Hi boys and girls and fellow travelers, how are you doing? Today I am in the city of Muar in the state of Johor, and behind me is the famous clock tower of Muar. Muar has a long history and has always been overlooked by tourists. It sits right in the middle between Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, and it has also been called the Royal City and the Empress City, both titles bestowed by the Sultan of Johor. I'm walking through now the heritage walk here in Muar. It's actually a very small lane, but it's decorated by colorful murals donated by local artists and association. Muar might be small, but this small town is packed with delicious food. I mean, the food here, I heard, is really amazing, and that's the reason why I'm here to film and to show you the wonderful food Muar has to offer. And it is breakfast now, and I'm going to show you all the top breakfast places here in Muar. So let's go. At my first coffee shop here to have my first breakfast in Muar. This coffee shop, Hoi, has been here in Muar like forever. It's really an establishment by itself. And you can see left and right of me are a pile of woods. And these are the woods that are going to fire up my coffee this morning. They're still using the traditional wood fire to boil coffee, which I thought has been extinct here in Malaysia. That she's showing me how she's going to make kaya paste. That's how they make it, and she's been making it since like 1 a.m. this morning until 5 a.m. This has to be like cooked for a very long time, and this is like very traditional way of how they cook their kaya paste. This is really handmade from scratch. Unbelievable. So I have my firewood made coffee, and I have my soft-boiled eggs, I have my toast bread, and of course I have my newspaper, and this is going to be a perfect breakfast. I'm awoken. That breakfast was amazing, and guess what? That breakfast was free because they wouldn't take my money. How generous Muar people are. It's just making my trip really special. My adventures for food in Muar continues. Absolutely delicious. It's very good, it's very spicy. Super delicious. Excellent. So boys and girls, I am still eating breakfast and I am at the famous Heng Coffee Shop here in Muar. the Sultan of Johor himself is a regular customer. So you can see the articles behind me saying that he comes in 6:30 in the morning and no one is allowed to come in, of course, for security reasons. And this Heng Coffee Shop is really an establishment in MUAR. So you must come here if you are in MUAR for your breakfast. And so when you come to Heng you really have to try their coffee, which is very, very famous. And of course, they have soft-boiled eggs. They have the traditional Malay cake with noodles. It's all done in a very traditional coffee shop way here in Malaysia. This is one of the best breakfasts ever. Now, the great thing about having breakfast in Malaysia is you can actually buy your food at one coffee shop, eat it in another coffee shop. So I bought the famous MUAR from a coffee shop called Hanma. Hanma coffee shop is about 4 kilometers from the city center, so I had to wake up really early in the morning for this, and they are sold out like in the middle of the morning. So you really have to go early to get this. Now, zui gui, it's kind of like a steamed white rice cake, and it's topped with dried radishes. And it's actually a Teochew cuisine, and it's made famous here in MUAR and southern Malaysia area. Try one piece. It's nothing that I've ever tasted before. It's really, really good. It's not so slimy, and you can really taste the radishes here. This zui gui is really, really good.
I must, however, mention the place that I am staying here in MUAR. It is the MUO Resort here. And I must say, the design really caught my eye. The name MUAR is actually, according to the owner, how local people refer to their city of MUAR. And that's how this resort got their name. They have also a working place for you and plenty of art to look at and very spacious place for you to relax. And if you're bored, they actually have a farm behind the resort where you can play with these cute animals all day long. The concept of this resort is close to nature, I guess, and they want you to de-stress yourself from the life in the city. And I am certainly de-stressed now with these cute, furry friends to play with.
Due to the partial lockdown, a lot of the street food here in MUAR are not allowed to sell their food at their original location. So they have moved and scattered around MUAR. And thanks to some of the locals who pointed me where these new locations are, I'm able to locate some of them. And I have located the famous fried banana of MUAR. It's sweet and it's not as oily as I thought. It's really, really good. Braving the rain today because I heard the best mee rebus in MUAR is here. I mean, if you ask any of your Malay friends in Muar, they would say Rebus is practically invented here in Muar. I'm not sure about that, but I'm waiting for my Rebus, which all the locals have said that this stall is the place to get your Rebus. So you cannot leave Muar without trying their Rebus. Rebus, which in English you call mee soup maybe, it's actually an ingredient brought from Sumatra. And I guess Muar Malay people localize it. And of course, the very important ingredient in Rebus is the fermented soybean. And you have eggs. I guess the specialty is the gravy, the soup. It's how thick you make the soup. So the thicker the soup is, the better the quality of your Rebus. One of the best things you can have breakfast with here. That Rebus was just so delicious. It's impossible to squeeze all the food I eat into one video, so I'm gonna split this video into two parts. I'll see you on the second part of this video where I bring you to more incredible places here in Muar for lunch and dinner. So I'll see you in part 2 of this video. Bye!